Alright, welcome to my Back to the Future Time Machine Bundle gameplay and review. So I've been waiting for this day for ages upon ages. I think it's insane that we got Doc Brown as well as Marty McFly in the game as well, but this is what I was waiting for. By the way, I did cover Doc Brown in a full gameplay and review if you want to check it out. So first of all, if you played Rocket League and you bought this super cheap back then, you obviously got it for free. It ported over here to Fortnite, so congratulations. I did not buy it in Rocket League. I was out of town when it came out for the last time, so I missed it. But this bundle has it all. The only thing it doesn't have, which I thought was super disappointing, are the accessories, the Time Flames Trail and the Out of Time Boost. Those are sold separate. I hate that. Why did they do that? So $300 for that, $400 for the boost. I bought them just because I needed them. I need the full combo for my favorite car in existence. By the way, speaking of the DeLorean, the official DeLorean Twitter account partnered with Fortnite to do a giveaway for 88,000 V-Bucks. It's going on right now. So I'll link that in a pinned comment as well as the description. So let's see if this car is worth it. I already think it's worth it personally because it's the greatest car in existence, but it also has a first for Fortnite. It's got a speed reactive animated decal. I don't even know what it does, but we're going to find out. So there's two sets of tires, the back to 55. So these are the ones from 1955. And then we've got the dark 85 version. I actually like those, pitch black to the future. So two different versions. I think actually the back to 55 ones look a little better, but man, that dark jet black on the dark 85s, perfect. So the trail, iconic, the Time Flames, and then you've got the official boost as well, Out of Time. So you can see it's the exact replica of actually the Back to the Future 2 version. The Mr. Fusion is on there. And then if you saw my video the other day, I got this popcorn holder when I was hyping up the DeLorean. And on the right side of it, there were three greenish things that look like rockets. And they're actually on there. You can see right there. I had never noticed that in the movies. And I questioned it on my popcorn holder thing. And sure enough, there they are right there. The three green, they look like missiles. I can't remember. Someone let me know what they were, but I can't remember what they said. Okay, so obviously you can change the color. I was actually surprised by this because some cars that are collabs don't let you change the color. But look at that, a purple DeLorean. So there's actually some different colored DeLoreans out there. I think I've seen a red one. I've seen gold ones. Never seen an orange one, but look at that. I would love that. So it looks like I've seen gold ones too in real life. So it looks like the blue on the back is permanent. And then there's some gold wiring around. This color right here is the closest thing to what it looks like in the movies, if you're just picking these colors. Now, of course, there's decals that replicate that as well, but this is a non-glossy one. This looks perfect. So first off, we got Time Frost, and the description just says it's back. So if you've seen the first movie, when Doc Brown uses the time machine the first time with Einstein, his dog, when it comes back, it's covered in ice. And Marty says, what, is it hot? And Doc Brown says, oh, it's cold. But this literally replicates the ice all over. So I don't think this one looks the best, to be honest. It just doesn't remind me of ice. It looks more like a cloud on it. So I guess I'll see how that looks in game. But hey, at least it's there. Then we've got the time stream, and it says watch your speed. So this is a metallic stainless steel color scheme. I don't know which one of these is reactive. It might be this one, but I can't tell. So you can see like a glossy lighting effect around it. Again, we'll have to see in game. And then we've got this one, which is a merger of the default where you can change the color, as well as this one, the time stream, where it's a glossy effect. So part of it is glossy with the stainless steel color, and the other bottom half is whatever color you want, which makes it look kind of weird, to be honest. Like, let me put the orange here. See, like, what is that? I don't know. I mean, it's kind of cool that they let you customize the color still, but it's only the bottom half, so let's see what it looks like with the good gray. I mean, I don't know. So if you want to add a touch of color, you can. Let's see what the white looks like. And then lastly, we've got the Time Machine Gray, an all-time classic. So a lot of these look the same to me. That's why I gotta see them in game, because I can't really tell what's changing. So there's no weird ones like this, like the wings or the flames or the stripes. There's none of that. They're all just custom decals. So I'm gonna start with no decal and the gray color that I picked out. So we'll see what that looks like to begin. All right, here we go. The default DeLorean in the gray color. That is amazing. So you can hear the time circuits turn on as well when you hop in. Listen. So some nice, authentic sound effects. Here's the horn. So the horn is not anything special. Here's the engine. So I don't think you can hit 88 miles an hour with this version. Let's see. Okay, so there's a lot to take in there. So first of all, there's like 4 little boosts that are appearing near the bottom of all the tires. So you can see when you boost, the blue time effects appear at the front of the vehicle. So that's what happens right before you go back in time or back to the future. So I think that's the time reactiveness. But I thought it was going to be on a certain decal, not on every decal. So that's pretty sweet. When you get close to hitting 88 miles an hour, let's see. It's only when you boost. Then the blue time essence emerges. That is incredible. So here's the trail. Definitely one of the best trails in the game, in my opinion. And then we saw the boost already. I love that. Really cool. Now, unfortunately, you can't open the gull wing doors right here. They don't go up. Can you see the flux capacitor in there? You sure can. It's not as detailed as the one on my back, though. That actually looks like a painting. All right, let's see what happens when you blow her up. Doc always wanted to destroy this time machine. Let's do it for him. Actually, let me see what it looks like when you try to aim in here. Yeah, I don't think you'll be shooting many people's feet from here. It'd be cool if you blew it up and the license plate swiveled on the ground. That'd be an insane detail. Like, nope, it did not. Bummer. Okay, let's see if my map is still broke. So every time I change the decal, it doesn't work, and I have to back out. So we're going to put the time frost on. And let me take the boost off just to make sure that's not causing the awesome effect. Not going to work now. Nope, I got to back out. Darn it. Okay, next up is the time frost. Okay. Yeah, so, man, I don't know about this one. Like I said, it looks like some clouds were spray painted on there. I think if it was animated, it would look a little better. Okay, so I took the boost off as well, remember? Yeah, so it still does the effect. So it must be like that for all of them. So if for some reason you do like the icy effect, well, it's an option for you here. I just think it takes a little bit away from the overall appearance of the DeLorean. I forgot to check in the dark. Let's see what the lights look like. Okay, so the blue lights up. And remember, you can't achieve the sparks unless you boost. What if we go downhill, though? Let me round about here. I think it's only when you hit above 70. No, I can't even achieve that speed over here. It's cool. Of course, the reverse lights and the brakes. Not too bad. This is probably going to be my least favorite decal, though. All right, next up is the time stream decal. This is the one I was a little confused about. Okay, next decal. Oh, wait. So maybe this is the reactive one. Yeah, that is. So, okay. This must be the speed reactive one. So, I guess the almost going back to the future or back to the past effect. I mean, it is a reactivity, but I think this is the one the item shop was hyping up. So you can see the faster you go, the more blue appears on the car. So it makes the whole front of the car blue. That's interesting. The first ever speed reactive decal. I don't know what to think about that. I mean, it looks cool, but again, just like the Time Frost one, I feel like it takes away a little bit of the awesomeness of the DeLorean. But hey, I'm not going to argue with the free reactivity. Okay. So again, this one is just the one that merges the same color scheme with your color choice. So I'm not going to show this one, but I will show the Time Machine Gray, which I think is the same one as the Time Stream, except it won't turn blue. So some of these are kind of redundant, but we'll also put the dark 85 wheels on. See how that looks. Okay, here we go. Ta-da! So now let's boost. Yeah, so this is the exact same one as the Time Stream one, except minus the reactivity. So this is probably the one you want to run if you want to replicate the movie appearance. The wheels do look a little better with the darkness. Yeah, I don't know. Both wheel sets are pretty good. I love this car. Best car in the game, hands down. I love that effect too. Oh, there's one more thing I got to show you. If you watched my video where I used the mythic version of the DeLorean, you'll know that if you get some serious height with this, the wheels will fold up just like the Back to the Future 2 car. Check this out. Here we go. Look at the wheels. How insane is that? Absolutely amazing. So you've got the awesome reactivity when you almost hit 88 miles an hour. You got the wheels folding up. You actually have a speed reactive decal, first of its kind. The only drawback is the doors don't open. It would have been cool if there was some kind of like built-in emote or something to make the doors open up. That's the only thing missing from this iconic collaboration. This is well worth the purchase. Insane. So there you go. That is the DeLorean in Fortnite. I can't believe I'm even saying that. It's finally here. $2,500, a bit pricey, but this is the only vehicle you're ever going to need in the game again. Hands down, the best car with some of the coolest decals, including a first ever speed reactive animated decal. Very cool. So if you get this, please consider using a Support-A-Creator code. It doesn't even have to be mine, but if you want to help support my family and I, mine is tabortime, TABORTIME. Tag me on Twitter if you use my code and you buy this insanely awesome vehicle. So there you go. That's all there is to it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. A like is always appreciated. And as mentioned, don't forget to use my Support-A-Creator code, which is tabortime.